Our son was born very early on Tuesday morning.
Noah was born at 3 a.m. on Friday.
The first thing I said was, "It's a boy."
Oh, he's a cute little guy.
And I remember Dan coming over and saying, "He's perfect. He's perfect."
He's perfect.
He's a perfect little guy.
Yeah.
When the Wilkersons and the Kellys held their sons for the first time, they had no way of knowing of the genetic flaw hidden in their babies. A simple blood test would soon reveal what the Colorado parents could not see. Created 50 years ago, newborn screening programs in every state analyze blood samples from babies for a variety of rare disorders that can often be treated if caught early. But the success of the programs depend on how quickly the tests can be done. A delay of even one day can mean the difference between life and death.
I remember them just laying him right on my chest and just, Chris was just, he's here, It just meant the world to hold him and look into his face and get to know him better. On the 4th day of Noah's life, in the evening, just after we had had dinner, we noticed that Noah had stopped breathing and he was very quickly turning blue. A team of doctors and nurses worked feverishly on him. The ER doctor came over and gave us the devastating news that he was gone.
There it is.
You touch Noah? You say hi, Noah. Hi, big brother.
Noah died of a condition known as MCAD, a genetic disorder that prevents the body from breaking down fats.
About 1 in 10,000 babies are born with it. 90% of children born with this illness are able to survive and live perfectly normal lives into adulthood.
The Wilkersons had no idea that Noah had the disorder, and the only way to identify it was through his newborn screening test.
We got the results of Noah's newborn screening test the day after he died, so a day too late for us to be able to try to do anything to save his life. That was Noah's room. It was incredibly painful to be in there, and occasionally I would go and sit in the rocking chair and hold his ashes and just think, how did we end up like this? To my knowledge, in 2009, the state lab was not open on the weekends. A day would have made a difference in saving Noah's life.
In Noah's case, his sample could have been couriered to the state lab as early as Saturday. But the hospital says that because the lab was closed, it did not send the sample until Monday, though there was a drop box at the lab.
These are all of Noah's things from when he was here that we keep in this chest. And this is the hat that he wore in the nursery just after he was born. I miss this kid. I miss him a lot.
In the wake of Noah's death, the state of Colorado instituted several changes to its newborn screening program. However, Colorado and 26 other states still do not process samples that come in on weekends. That can mean delayed results for hundreds of thousands of babies.
The weekend hours at the state lab is something that requires funding to do. It's not just a simple policy change. And so that's the tricky one. How do you dare put a price on my child's life by saying, can't afford it, sorry. It simply is something that has to be done. It has to be taken care of.
From the beginning, he was a great baby. He was snuggly, and he slept really well, and we were thrilled, obviously.
Just 3 days old, baby Kelly was at home with his family. They were settling in for their first night together when there was a disturbing phone call.
When I answered the phone, it was our pediatrician, and he told me that the newborn screening came back abnormal and that he had MCAD.
I remember him saying, is he going to be okay? Is he going to be able to live a normal life?
Baby Kelly had MCAD, the same rare disease that took Noah's life 3 years earlier. But because baby Kelly was born early in the week, his sample was processed quickly, which meant his disease could be discovered before it was too late.
We really, truly believe that it saved his life. We never would have known that he has this metabolic condition. One day is the difference between our son being a happy, healthy 19-month-old and us not having a son.
Dada.
Where?
Weekend hours are necessary. Babies are born every day of the week. They don't care if it's the weekend or a holiday or what have you. They come when they come, and they deserve timely test results.
The faster and more efficiently that we can get these tests processed, just the better off everyone is going to be. It's going to save babies' lives.
There is not a day, a moment, whatever, that passes in my day where I don't think of him. You never, ever, ever get over your children. You just don't.